Hi Simon, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Quick recap on our lesson tonight. So we've run through a couple of bits here. First thing, takeaway goes back nicely, but there's such a late hinge. At this stage here, the shaft should be cutting through that right forearm minimum. And again, if we draw a line through the right forearm, it should be pointing at the ball or inside the ball. If we look at this guy here on the right, as he takes the club away, you'll see that shaft now is hinging more vertical, and if we draw a line on his thing, it points inside the ball. So we need that hinge to be a little bit steeper or earlier as you're feeling, but you need the wrist to hinge halfway back. That will shorten the swing, because at the moment you've got no hinge and then you hinge much later, and we can see back here, I mean, the swing is too long at that frame, where if we look at this guy here on the right, you can see he gets that nice short finish. Left arm, right elbow is fantastic, knees are good. Coming down, you'll see here the club's just coming down fractionally steep, I'd say, for you, for what we want to get you. The club's just a little bit too on top. If we look at this guy here at that same stage, you'll see that his shaft really is shallowing coming down. Look, it's changing angle, and again it's softening again. It's really feeling like it's behind him at that same stage. So he's cutting through his right forearm, which yours is just a bit above it for me. But look at his lower half, look how active that is. So if you look at your swings now you can see your club head is slightly outside the line coming into the ball. Lower half's not that dynamic, and you can only swing left with an open face, so you're going to hit pull cuts, the odd shank and a big push with a driver. So one thing I wanted you to work on really was the set. We then put an impact bag here, just on the outside of the ball, to encourage you to again to swing out to the right, and we also put an alignment stick there to again to give you that feeling of hitting it out to the right, which is a good thing. That gets the club shallower on the way down earlier, so at that stage now you'd be there. Okay, and then from there, then you can think about turning the body and chest as fast as you like with passive hands, which you like the feeling, that nice quiet compression on the way through, just like this guy. I mean, look how open he is coming into the ball. But at the top, we notice how much that club shallows from there. I think he's being super aggressive with the body, very quiet hands, turns onto it, squash, little baby cut. So for you, the feeling was draw. As the club comes down, you're going to hit little draws. And then as the club reaches sort of halfway, then you're going to hit a fade. You can turn left, hold the club pretty square, and swing across it that way. If the ball overcuts, like I said, then the likelihood is the handle of the club or the butt of the club is working too left and across the ball. Just again, swing a little bit more out to the right, and that'll straighten the shape. And that's a crazy thing to say, but the more people fade it, the more they want to swing left, and actually you need to swing out to the right to fix that problem. So 3 things: get the set a bit steeper, get that a bit more efficient, get the club shallowing quicker on the way down, and then from there be super aggressive with the chest by turning and let the handle go down the line, and all will be great. Thanks, Simon.